So here's the question, is overmolded better than perfect caliber? Let's find out.
Yeah, and where does Lego fit in?
So on this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Lego, or the generic BRICKARMS, or the perfect caliber BRICKARMS, or the overmolded. We're going to be comparing all of them, so it's a 4 versus, or it's a 1v1v1v1, and
A onesie.
we're going to be comparing and seeing which one you should buy for your mocks and arming your weapons or civilians or whatever your guys are doing. So yeah, go through each one, talk about the price points, which it's very in different price points. I mean, one is $18 to 50 cents. So we covered all the bases, and yeah. So we're gonna tell you which is best for, you know, the purpose that should suit you best. Does that make sense?
As much as anything you say makes sense.
Kid, I mean, like, we're gonna be telling you the best one you should get based on what you need. Let's go.
Oh boy! I want to stay on for the rest of this video.
So first up is the Lego generic. This is going to run you about 45 cents on Bricklink in bulk quantity from the United States of America. And so yeah, we're going to talk about its uses and what it could be used for. Dave, you want to start off?
Well, this is a very early version of the flintlock.
Yes.
I think they call it a musketoon or musket something.
I think it would be great for 15 and 1600 stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it kind of is plain Jane and almost looks like a cartoon gun.
Well, it is the cheapest.
You'd see on Looney Tunes.
It is the cheapest on our list.
I mean, it doesn't get me excited too much, I have to say.
Yeah, but if you don't have any money,
then I would be thrilled.
Yeah. So, I think overall for 45 cents, I mean, if you want something, if you're doing anything in the 15 and 1600s, definitely just go out and get this. You don't need the other stuff. This actually would work better than the other stuff, in my opinion, for stuff like that. Now, if you're going for more Revolution, French and Indian, like that, then you want to go and spend about 60 cents more and get the BRICKARMS musket that's just plain. So we're going to take a look at that next.
Now, we're getting somewhere. This is starting to look like a real flintlock.
Yes.
And for $1, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Of course, most BRICKARMS are pretty good deals. But this is the bedrock on which the perfect caliber and the overmolded versions are based on.
Yes.
It's BRICKARMS $1 flintlock.
I think this is beautiful if you're doing anything like Napoleonic, Revolution, you know, all that. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, especially building on a budget. I mean, it's, you know, it's $1. It's a lot, but you know, that's reasonable in my opinion. It's not gonna, you know, break the bank. You know, it's definitely not the cheapest option on this list, but it's really nice, really accurate, and you can't go wrong with this.
And you're starting to get some detail.
Yes.
Detailing, which is really nice and sets it, I think,
also,
way above the Lego version.
And also, if you want to, you can actually paint on this if you wanted to, and you could buy some 50-cent paint, and you could paint this up if you know, can do that, which I can't, but you know, some people can, and you won't have to pay $5 or $18 to get kind of the same effect. Although the paint will rub off unless you use a primer or gloss. Don't ask me how I know. Moving on to my favorite of this list, the perfect caliber. There is so much detail on this, and for only $5, yes, it is pretty expensive, but if you have the capital and the funds to do so, this is well worth your while. For $5, it's basically the flintlock base we saw at the BRICKARMS, but with a lot of printing on it. Dave, what do you think about this bad boy?
I mean, we have really upped the game with this perfect caliber weapon from Brickmania. $5, they have tons of perfect caliber weapons, and if you ever see them for sale, grab them, because they go out of stock really fast. And there's a good reason for that. Just the exquisite printing and the level of detail, and there's like the bands on the stock, and the silver coloring for the barrel and the flintlock mechanism. It's just stellar.
Yes, it's great. It's definitely one of a kind. Definitely, if you have the capital to do so, this is well worth your investment.
Si, senor.
Now for the elephant in this room, the reason why you clicked on this video. Is the overmolded worth it? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, But their freaking description on the website is special. I'm sorry, it's not worth $18 at all whatsoever.
Did you say $18, Jethro?
Yes.
Whoa, bub. That's a lot of dough.
Yeah, you could buy 3 of the perfect caliber or 18 of the regular ones.
Well, in all fairness, let's talk about why the price is so high. It uses a special manufacturing technique they call overmolding. And
it's just dual molded.
If you'll notice on the top of the barrel, it's that silver kind of grayish color, and also the flintlock mechanism. That is not painted, my friends. That is a actual medium.
It's ABS plastic molded together. It's really not that special. And do this, and it does not cost you $18. I'm sorry, I could see 5, 6, maybe 10. That there is no way that this costs $18. And I know, I mean, it shouldn't cost them $18, but there's no way it costs them $9 to do this. And they're upcharging a ridiculous amount on this.
Well,
and I think
I was going to say it's a special technique, and I'm sure it costs more to make. This is a special technique that costs more to produce, and it is sleek, and it is cool that it's not painted. So nothing's going to scratch off or rub off. You can be rougher with it. But when you compare the overmolded to the perfect caliber, just looking at it from a few inches away, it's hard to justify paying $18 for something that you can get that looks as good, quite frankly, for $5.
Tell me if you think it's overpriced or not. I want to hear your feedback. I mean, I just think it's overpriced. So anyway, I'll stop saying that because I'm getting repetitive and I sound like a broken record. So in conclusion, I think the Lego one is great for 1500s and 1600s mocks and stuff like that. That is a great thing, actually.
Or if you're doing a Looney Tune mock.
Good for that kind of stuff, and then it's pretty cheap. I think for 60 cents more, if you're doing Revolutionary War stuff and stuff like that, I think it's worth it to get the step up.
Oh yeah, every day of the week, bruh.
I think perfect caliber, if you have a pretty good income and you're just want it to be as historically accurate as possible, then yeah, go for it. I think overmolded is overpriced. That's the last time I'll say it.
Have you mentioned... Really? I didn't get that impression from watching or listening to you during this entire video. Mm-hmm. That's kind of shocking.
What would you say? What's the best out of these 4? The best for me, perfect caliber.
Perfect caliber.
Yeah, definitely.
And then second, it would almost be a tie, but second... Just because it doesn't have quite as much detail as the perfect caliber, I'd go with overmolded if price wasn't an object.
Oh, okay.
And then third would be the BRICKARMS generic one, and then last, way last.
Oh, come on.
Is that cartoonish?
No. In my opinion, the ranking is perfect caliber, generic BRICKARMS, Lego, and then last, the bottom of the barrel is the reloadable overmolded thing.
Being a little harsh.
It's $18, and they're claiming it's this special thing, when in reality, sure, it's not the run-of-the-mill average plastic injection molded piece, but, I mean, the whole marketing towards it is just to make it special. Alright, well, thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Let me know what else I should do in this, comparison series. Yeah. I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on all notifications, but most importantly, subscribe, follow my Instagram, and we'll catch you in the next one.
And keep it in the black.
Not in the red.